So here's the reason I didn't want to park down here on the harbor. That's Tromsø. Midnight sun. Good morning. It is July 7th and I'm just having my morning, or rather I'm in Finland, so it's actually noon now, getting some work done, having my morning coffee, lunch coffee, and it started raining again. Gonna get a lot of rain over the next days now. It's kind of nice and comfortable. I love the rain these days. Had enough of the heat already. Gotta have a second cup. It's so cozy here now with the rain. Love it. This place wasn't as crowded as I feared. I think that image on Google Maps might have been from like a special event or something. And there's a lot of people coming and going, so I'm not really sure if they kind of have cabins up here or if there's like a hike or something. I checked Naturkartan, and I saw there was one trail, but it didn't look that interesting. Might be amazing though. Or maybe there's some Sami culture or something, because there's some big buildings over here. I'm not sure. It is what it is. It's a great little spot to spend some time and kind of ride out this rain here. I just love the rain these days. You know, it's beautiful to see everything in clear sunlight, but it's just something about rain. It's just so much more cozy in the van, and it's not getting uncomfortably hot. And you know, in a van like this with no air condition and no fan, it gets super hot really fast. So what I do then is I try to close everything, all the blinds and window covers in the direction of the sun, and then I open as many windows and sunroofs as I possibly can to get airflow through the van, and that helps, but it's not taking all of the heat out of the van, especially if it gets quiet and no wind. But this is just super comfortable and cozy. So on rainy days like this, I like to just sit in the van and edit videos for my next weekend video. Alright, arriving at Kilpisjärvi in northern Arctic Finland, and this is where I had the extreme cold this winter, where it went below -40. Now it's a different story here, but not too hot now. It's only 10 degrees Celsius. Hey Siri, how much is 10 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
10 degrees Celsius is 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a store up here that I usually stop at, but I don't really have anything I need. And I might be going all the way to the ocean today, so I might have a long drive ahead of me. A lot of people here. Well, it's trucks delivering goods to the store. So this is the store I normally shop at, but I don't think so today. Gonna cross back into Norway, Arctic Norway, in 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Look at the amazing clouds and Yeah, I love this atmosphere here. So here's the border station, or rather the customs checkpoint. You don't have to show a passport or anything to go between all these European countries here. And even though Norway is not part of the European Union, you still have these open borders with the Schengen agreement. Love the dark gloominess over the mountains here. Just a perfect day. Still in Finland, gonna cross into Norway. 2 kilometers up here. This creek here, and we're in Norway. Arctic Norway. Beautiful. I think there's actually sunshine on the coast. Okay, we're getting down to the Lyngenfjord and the Lyngen Alps. They are covered in clouds right now, but we might see more of them when we get further down. Alright, this is Skibotn down here, and we got the Lyngen Alps on the other side of the fjord there. And it's looking marvelous, isn't it? Wow. Look at the waterfalls here. That's Norway in a nutshell. Massive waterfalls. off the road, the E6, and I'm taking a slightly different road today to go out to the ocean. Just going through a bunch of small towns, I guess, here before I get out there. And I'm not gonna go through Tromsø today. So over there are the Lyngen Alps again, now from the other side. I'm not gonna go to Tromsø, but might have a look across the fjord. Wow, look at that. Way out there you can see Tromsø. Yeah, you can see it much clearer out there. That's Tromsø. Not a place for me. It's a mess with tourism these days. Cruise ships and kind of the place where they fly in all the Northern Lights tourists and all of that stuff in winter. But there it is. Now I'm going under a deep tunnel now, under the ocean, over to the next island. Wow, it is amazing here, isn't it? The ocean seems to be calming down quite a lot. Might be the excellent night for where I'm planning to go. Alright, down into this tunnel we go. Under the ocean. 2.7 kilometers, that's like mile and a half. Alright, we're at the bottom. Then we go up. Alright, and we're out. I think they've dismantled the toll station here. No more toll station. There's Tromsø. Alright, I'm gonna go around that peninsula there, under that mountain, and across. Alright, here is Grøtfjord. And there's a campsite right on the beach here. Let's hope it's not like completely overrun with people. I've been down here once before and it was amazing. Yeah, this is the Arctic Ocean here. You can actually park right here if you want to, with a view. But I want to go down there on that beach if it isn't overrun, and it does not look overrun so far. Pretty sure that I can find a good spot. So there's like 3 beaches. There's 2 with no hookups, which is also pretty cheap, and then there's 1 with hookups. Here it is, Grøtfjord, one of my favorite special places. For some reason, everyone's parking on the closest one here. Maybe they have a service building. That looks like mostly rental vans. And then there's reindeer right on the beach. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm going to the next one. Okay, so there's service buildings and stuff here. It's probably the reason why everyone's gathered. I think this one is without any services. It's more my style. Pretty cool place to be camped, don't you think? This place is just as good as I remembered it. I've been here once before and it was amazing, so that's why I'm returning. It's 6 o'clock nearly, and I'm hungry, and I'm gonna try something a little bit more healthy now. A beer with a salad. Got some avocados, so I'm gonna use that. Cheers, my friends. To clean this bowl that I use for all my coffee. So, got some cheese, got some new salad, some red lentils, some chickpeas, sun-dried tomatoes, garlic, and some olives, and avocados, and some red peppers. And the chickpeas on top of this. Alright, chickpeas. Some red lentils. Sun-dried tomatoes in oil. Garlic in oil. Did you see that reindeer running through there? Some olives. Let's do one avocado. Do a little bit of salt. And a lot of black pepper to top it off. So there you are. I think that's gonna be excellent. And top it off with a little bit of leftover cheese. Just to get rid of it. I think I'm gonna sit in the door and eat this. Let's just see if it's tasting right. Oh yeah. Incredible. So good. Cheers, my friends, to an incredible day here. Look at this. This is Arctic summer at its finest. Can you imagine going from these nasty blizzards that I usually have in the winter to this summer paradise here? It is 10:15, 10:16, and this one is not going down today or in a few weeks, but I can't be bothered to stay up and wait. I think it'll go behind the mountain there, actually, but I'm gonna go to bed. People are out enjoying the sun, walking the dogs. Very peaceful. Love this place. Morning. It's a beautiful day. Bluebird day almost. Morning view. Doing the morning sprint here. Good morning. What an absolutely stunning morning this is. And it's time for the most important meal of the day. Wow. What an incredible morning. Cheers, my friends. Definitely a special place for the morning coffee. Right, I've been hanging out here at this amazing beach for 2 days, finishing up a video. It's gotten very gloomy and most people have left. Can only see 2 vans now, besides myself. Let's have a look at the beach before we leave. I think the reindeer are preparing to go to sleep on the beach. love this place, but it's time to get going. I don't know where I'm going yet. It's a little bit gloomy, low clouds and stuff right now, so not the best day for sightseeing, really. I might even return here later. We'll see. There's also an option of taking the ferry across to Senja. There's a new web page where you can see the line and how long the wait time is potentially gonna be, because last time I was here I waited 5-6 hours, I think, or something like that. That was pretty bad at the time, but it seems to be spreading out a little bit more, the ferry line, with this new website. Alright, just gonna go into this fjord here, maybe into the next one and have a look. Never been out here before. Look at the beaches over there. Looking amazing. But it's a rainy day. Oh, lovely waterfalls. So here we got the beaches. That's pretty cool. It's low tide now though, so maybe it's not permanent. Well, I'm definitely starting to think that I might not take the ferry today, because I'm getting up into these mountain passes here. And it's completely fogged in, but I think this is absolutely magnificent when it clears up. So I might find a place up here to park. So there's been quite a few places. This is like a trailhead for hiking to a pinnacle, but you can't really see that pinnacle right now. I don't know which one it is around here, but here's a larger parking lot up here. This is the worst potholes I've ever driven, I think, on this road here. Such a slow going. We'll see, this might be too crowded for me, but I can only imagine the views are quite fantastic when it clears up. Yeah, this is probably amazing, but I'm gonna continue a little bit, just check it out on the other side here. Here's a good spot. Looks a little bit slanted, but you can definitely get in here. Look at this nature here. Like a hole up there. Probably a glacier or something. Nice. This is steep. Well, I drove all the way down. Don't know why, but I'm always intrigued by what I can find. Yeah, so just a tiny little village here. Rekvik. Sheep. Wonder what's the matter with people parking here, like right on a building. That's just not acceptable. Yeah, indie campers, always the indie campers. Rental bullshit. thinking they can park everywhere. Absolutely loving this island here. Spent the night just up a gravel road with nothing special going on. A little bit of rain and just overcast and foggy. Today is July 10th, and I'm gonna stay on this island for one more night. I was thinking about going to Senja and then down to Andøy and to Lofoten, but I saw some photos of the crowds and it kind of made me change my mind. So my plan is I'll go to a paid campground today because there's nowhere to empty the toilet or get new water or get empty the grey water. So I have to go to a paid campsite. So I might as well do that here at the end of the road where I was a couple of days ago. So I can get all that stuff taken care of. It's kind of very remote here in terms of those kinds of services. And then I'll just stay there tonight, and then I'll go into Tromsø tomorrow to watch the Norway-England World Cup match from Miami. There's like a public viewing at the town square. Arctic Viking viewing. I'll bring you to that so you can see. That's gonna be fun. But for today, I'm staying on this island. Weather is gonna be cloudy and everything, so not much of an adventure. You see over here, so the peaks are just in the clouds. There's an old glacier in there. I think I'm gonna call this my new favorite place in Norway, at least in the Arctic, like ocean areas. Look at the light here today. Amazing. Just look at this. Beach, old glaciers, waterfalls. Absolutely wonderful. This is amazing. I think this place here beats Lofoten any day of the week, because there's no people here, or it's not like there's no people, but there's not as many people. It's just a wonderful place. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to that campsite and pay to get my waste taken care of, and then I might actually come back here even if I pay for that campsite. Let's see. So cool. Look at the color of the water here. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely beautiful. Alright, I'm back here. Gonna go to the end of the road there, out on that field, and see if I can empty my toilet and everything. It's the only place out here, really, where you can empty. Love this. Very cool. And there's emptying. Just amazing. Got the family with some tents here. I don't think they're gonna be very noisy, but these seagulls, they're a nuisance. So it is Saturday, July 11th. Got the most important meal of the day, coffee. It's the last of it. And today Norway is playing England in the quarterfinals in the World Championship in Miami. So I'm gonna try to go into Tromsø today and find a parking place and go to the public Viking showing of the match in the center of Tromsø. Been looking at parking spaces and it looks really complicated to park in Tromsø, and there's also a national soccer match being played in Tromsø at 6 this evening. Tromsø is playing Vålerenga from Oslo, so it could be a quite significant amount of people parking in Tromsø. So I don't know how it's looking there with parking, but from what I've researched, it's a little bit difficult. Good thing is it's Saturday night, so you don't have the same restrictions in many places. So I'll just go in there and I'll take you with me and show you. Maybe we'll have an amazing World Cup evening with Viking rowing and Haaland on a big screen and all of that stuff. Alright, I'm going over to the Tromsø Island. Don't know what it's called, but it's out there. I came up a hill here. Wasn't quite what I had planned, but it looks like it's working. But sometimes you run into a barrier through streets like this. But yeah, getting into the center of Tromsø here. I've actually never been in this part of Tromsø. So this is kind of cool. Hope I can get to that parking spot that I was hoping for. It's actually right here. Let's see if we can do anything here. So I was thinking this street would be filled up with people, but it's not. But it's max 2-hour parking here now. So things might have changed a lot. I'm kind of glad they make it so difficult to park here. Makes a whole lot of sense. But they do welcome the cruise tourists with open arms. I guess that's better because they don't leave any money here. RVs and van lifers could end up leaving money here. Nobody wants that in Norway. Alright, I'm in Tromsø. Gonna head down to the ocean and look around a little bit. Parking in Tromsø is really difficult with a van at a reasonable price. There are several spots, but they're very expensive without any services. And some of the spots along the ocean harbor is also frequented by drug addicts, and that is not really a good situation if you leave your van with all your belongings, which is what you need to do basically. So I didn't want to park in the harbor. I found a place that was kind of a little bit tucked away that was reasonable. Not a very comfortable spot if you plan on sleeping though. But here I am in Tromsø, a place I really shouldn't be. I've always said I don't want to come here. But this is a special occasion and it's the World Cup, and I wanted to partake in the Norwegian celebrations that's going on with the rowing and like just the togetherness that we have experienced this summer. But first a little sightseeing around the town of Tromsø. So here's the reason I didn't want to park down here on the harbor. It's a war memorial from World War II. These were people that were living in Tromsø, or were born in Tromsø, that died. So this is where the game is being shown tonight. It's nearly 9, and the spectacle starts at 9:30ish, or at least the broadcast starts at 9:30. So I'm gonna head down there now, even dressed in red, and I have a Norway t-shirt on. It's very rare for me to dress up in the right colors and everything, but you gotta go all in for Norway now. This is so special. So let's head down there. Had rain a few minutes ago, but I think it's disappearing. I'm bringing the rain jacket, but I saw some people passing by. They had chairs. Maybe I'll bring my chair since I'm taking my backpack.
Hurricane i tilløpet. Kane ligger nede. Vi fortsetter.
Så kanskje det er norsk idé å stille flyr gjennom lufta. Og virkelig ha laget med ballen også, fordi England har jo listet defensivt av Norge, så det står dobbelt høyere.
England is leading 2-1 in the extra period. And I think England is going to win now. There's no way that Norway can take this home, so I left. I was just too tired to see more of this now. Basically gonna head out somewhere and try to find a place to park, but as usual when you're in a place like this, the Google Maps is having a really hard time getting me out of town here. That's kind of typical, like sending me down all these tiny roads that no one should ever drive. Well, anyway, I guess I'll get out of here at some point. It is 1:30 in the morning. Got some pretty cool views over to the islands and the mountains out to the side here. Look at that light out there. And there's the sun. That's cool. The midnight sun. It's not quite midnight, but it is 1:30. This is just amazing out here now. I have to say I'm disappointed in the result of this match, but I do think that Norway brought something special to this World Cup. There has been this kind of new togetherness that I've never experienced before in Norway, and I think this is something new and unique that I hope we can hold on to, because it was special, really special.